Welcome to the NorCal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
A weekly review of NorCal's best high school sports action. Powered by a team of professional sportscasters taking their experience covering pro and college sports to the high school ranks. The NorCal SportsPass.
SportsPass!
With Dave Lewis.
How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. And as usual, we have a lot to cover. So let's get right to it and start with some football news. Former Folsom star quarterback Jake Browning looking for a chance to prove himself after not being drafted. The Vikings were on the verge of taking Browning in the 7th round, but elected to sign him as an undrafted free agent. Browning signed a 3-year contract with $140,000 in guaranteed money. That's the richest undrafted free agent signing in NFL history. At Folsom, Browning threw for a state record 16,755 yards with a national record of 229 touchdowns. He then became the winningest quarterback in Pac-12 history with 39 and was Washington's all-time leading passer in yards and in passing scores. In the first round, former Folsom offensive tackle Jonah Williams was taken by the Bengals at number 11 overall and was the first offensive lineman taken. He's the highest area product since Reggie Rogers out of Notre Del Rio went 7th to the Lions in 1987. He's the 14th area product taken in round 1 and joins Gordon King of Bella Vista and Stanford as the only tackle to go in the first round. King went 10th to the Giants in 1978. Williams provided the protection for Browning on the 16-0 Folsom team in 2014. That's the best in Sac Joaquin section history. He was a 3-year starter at Alabama and an All-American in 2018. He started as a true freshman, the first to do so at tackle for any Nick Saban-coached team. On Saturday, Granite Bay linebacker Cameron Smith from USC was taken by the Vikings in the 5th round. He was a 4-year starter and 2-time team captain. Arizona defensive tackle P.J. Johnson from Burbank was selected by the Lions. Drew Samia was taken in the 4th round by Minnesota, an offensive lineman out of Oklahoma. He graduated from River City High in West Sacramento. Also, Wyoming defensive end Carl Granderson from Grant signed with the Saints as an undrafted free agent. Former Oak Ridge offensive lineman Roman Andrus signed by the Kansas City Chiefs. From baseball, congratulations to Jesuits Aaron Shackelford and Dominic Patlongo, named the 2019 GSAC All-Conference Player and Pitcher of the Year, respectively. From softball, Sheldon picked up a huge 4-3 win over Castro Valley as Sam Oliver went 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. A moment to catch my breath as I pass the baton to Frank Garrity.
It's in trying times, off times, we see the best from people, and that was very much the case at Forest Lake Christian School. In the aftermath of the devastating Camp Fire last year, which heavily affected the town of Paradise, the Forest Lake girls volleyball team hosted Paradise Adventist for the NorCal Division 6 semifinal. The school stepped up and did everything they could to openly welcome Paradise Adventist and take care of them and their needs. The Forest Lake community also raised more than $16,000 for Paradise. In honor of all they did in opening their hearts to the folks from Paradise, Forest Lake Christian has been named the Section 7 recipient of the National High School Spirit of Sport Award by the National Federation of State High School Associations. The NFHS created the award to recognize those individuals who exemplify the ideals of the spirit of sport that represent the core mission of education-based athletics. He coaches both boys and girls volleyball at Foothill and serves as the school's athletic director as well. And on June 15th, Dusty Collins is being honored as the 2018-19 Boys Coach of the Year by the California Coaches Association. Vista Del Lago's Siona Pipion is continuing to open a lot of eyes during this her junior season. At the recent Sacramento Meet of Champions, Siona set a new personal best and school record in winning the 400 meters at 55.45 seconds. She was also the runner-up in the 200-meter race. Siona with another great shot of qualifying for the CIF state meet in both events like she did last year as a sophomore. The folks at Antelope have conducted their very first 7-on-7 development program. The players learning, competing, and having a ton of fun. The school says the Titans are excited for the season ahead. It was a 7-5 mark in 2018 for Antelope. Between 2015 and 17, they went 34-4, so the blueprint is certainly there for winning football. In addition, earlier this month, the Antelope players took part in a mentorship program with the Antelope Crossing Middle School to spend time with the students and welcome the next generation for their eventual trip to the high school. A big week for a number of students. Congratulations to Lincoln Orellana, Michael Potter, Thalia Reed, Ryan Bradley, and Grace Owen of Sheldon, Laguna Creek's Alejandro Reyes, Caitlin Cuneo and Riley Tislerich of Pleasant Grove, and Cosumnes Oaks Taylor Ferguson, Kennedy Thomas, Lauren de Guzman, Jade Guerrero, and Anna Marie Caldero, all of them recently signing national letters of intent to play either at Division I or Division II schools in the following sports: baseball, cross country, soccer, softball, track and field, and volleyball. From Wood Creek, Carter Krupp signed with BYU to play football. Hudson Habermel will suit up for UCLA's football team. He also signed, as did Valerie Haywood, who will run track at Humboldt State. Ryan Jew, who will play volleyball at Vanguard. Sierra Nelson, water polo at CSEB. And Marissa Davis, an Arco tumbler, who will go to Azusa. Castro Valley lineman Marcus Miller adding an offer this week from Sacramento State. Among the others, he's weighing from Nevada Reno, William and Marion Howard, and that's just in the last week. Edison Rising sophomore Raleek Brown is offered by Arizona. UC Davis offers lineman Colin Maroney from San Ramon Valley. Senior badminton star Phoebe Levine helping Davis to the 2019 Monticello Empire League Championship. She was chosen as the school's Athlete of the Week. She also dances recreationally and will be attending UCLA in the fall, majoring in economics. For SportsPass, I'm Frank Garrity.
SportsPass.
Thanks a lot, Frank. And to baseball. Defending Section D5 champion Colfax came out blazing. 13 straight wins under first-year head coach Chris Nave and a 10-1 record in the Pioneer Valley League. John Lewis Pentlink is hitting .415 on the year with 39 RBIs, and pitchers Jason Holm, Jaron Nicholas, and Alex Weir combined to go 12-0 for the Falcons. Woodland had his 15-game winning streak end, but still is in first place in the Empire League under Joe Whitehead. And now it's time to take a look back at another outstanding performance with Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week. The NorCal Sports Pass.
Game of the week. Baseball. James Field in Auburn. This one was tight until the fifth inning. Then the Placer Hillmen put 4 runs on the board and went on to defeat the Ponderosa Bruins 6-0 Friday night. Placer sophomore Martin Haswell was the difference in this one. He pitched shutout ball through 5 innings, allowing 1 hit, and was dominating. He struck out 7. He also went 1 for 3 at the plate and knocked in a key run. Fellow sophomore Bryce Bauman came in relief and shut the door of the final 2 frames. Yet another sophomore came through with a big hit for Placer. Carson Seaman collected 2 ribbies, going 1 for 3. Placer pounded out 9 hits in the victory. All but one batter in the lineup for the Hillmen got a hit. Hunter Slatton took the loss for Ponderosa. He suffered 2 runs on 5 hits over 4 1/3 innings of work. He struck out 2. Placer will have an important matchup on the diamond tomorrow afternoon against Lincoln. Both teams are 6-6 in league play. For Sports Pass, I'm Doug Doyle.
Game of the week. Game of the week.
Both Nevada Union and Placer had their Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. For Nevada Union, the inductees include football coach Dave Humphers, winner of 195 games and 4 section titles. Volleyball coaches Larry Peterson and Bob Rogers, who combined for 6 section and 3 NorCal titles. Along with a list of athletes include football chaplain and statistician Andy Owens, photographer John Hart, and PA announcer Fred Anderson. For Placer, the inductees include basketball player Effa Lardner-Gordon of 1910, along with other athletes, Terry Banderas, Ron Childs, Jerry Lopes, Larry Pruitt, and Chris Walgren. The Placer 11-0 team that was ranked number 1 in the state by Cal High Sports was inducted, as was rifle coach Frank Benito and team physician Bill Kirby. Congratulations to Campolletto Junior point guard Carter Mahaney on his offer from Northern Arizona. From football, J.T. Reed from Valley Christian received an offer from Fresno State, his first. And from baseball, right-handed pitcher Jake Buxton from Tamalpais made his commitment to Cal Poly. And that is a wrap. Thank you so much for helping our exponential growth of this program. For Frank Garrity, for Doug Doyle, and our executive producer John Franklin, I'm Dave Lewis. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll talk to you next time.